Please be seated. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite Mr. Chris Tobin, representative of the Darug people, to offer the traditional welcome to country. Mr. Tobin.
Thank you. Warami, and welcome to the lands of the Wallamedigal. I belong to one of the local Aboriginal families of the Darug people, the traditional custodians over this part of the country. I wish to thank the University for their acknowledgement of us and for the invitation to welcome you all here today. That acknowledgement is important for our people and much appreciated, particularly by our elders. Education is highly valued in Aboriginal culture too. Knowledge meant survival, and our elders are traditionally accorded great respect for their accumulated wisdom and experience. My family, in fact, descend from Yarramundi, a respected elder and cleverman of the Burrabrongal clan during the early years of colonisation. He saw that our survival in this new world could best be secured if we could learn more about it. As such, he enrolled his daughter, Maria, into the native institution, a school set up by Governor Macquarie in 1815, offering formal education to Aboriginal children. Maria studied there for several years and used her newfound skills to lobby and ultimately secure some land for herself and her family out along the Richmond Road. Other families, Aboriginal families soon joined them, and it became known as the Blackstown, where present-day Blacktown comes from. We are very proud of her, as I'm sure your families are of you here tonight. And with good reason, for your progress progresses us all. Your advancement is our advancement. Now, that was perhaps more readily understood in traditional times when camps were smaller and clan groups abided by strict sharing laws, so that the food that you brought into the camp got distributed throughout the rest. Your skills and good fortune with us enjoyed by all, your efforts literally nourished the whole community. And you in turn were looked after by them. Yes, we can live quite beautifully when we get clever about it. Our Aboriginal ancestors certainly did in many respects, and I use occasions like this to offer them as a model or a benchmark on how good to expect our lives today. See, when Captain Cook arrived here a little over 200 years ago, he described the people he encountered as one of the happiest people he'd met in the world. They had nothing, he wrote, but the tools that they carried. They were naked, they made shelters from the bark of trees without cutting them down, and harvested food from the earth without tilling it. In traditional times, everyone was accorded rights to the country or clan area where he or she was born into. So there was no homelessness, and no rich and poor. Everyone had pretty much the same amount of gear, what you could carry. There were no armies or jails or even police. We have no history of slavery or empire building. People cooperated to collect the resources that were needed, and they were then shared out according to strict Aboriginal law. Our lands were maintained in the natural state, rivers were clean and unpolluted, with people drinking out of them as they have done here for the past 20,000 years. Now, this is not an ideal, this is normal life, or should be. So there's no reason why we should expect less for ourselves and our children than what our ancestors enjoyed. Admittedly, there's a lot more of us now. However, we're a clever people, especially you fellas in the front. So I would say that we work together to create a future worthy of our children. We can do this. We can all do our bit. I'll do mine now by getting off and letting you good people graduate. I just wanted to say congratulations to all of you and all the best in our collective futures. Thank you. Yana.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to announce the Deputy Chancellor of Macquarie University, Ms. Elizabeth Crouch. Ms. Crouch.
Graduates, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome. It is my great privilege as Deputy Chancellor of Macquarie University to preside at this very important ceremony today. I would particularly like to welcome our occasional speaker, Ms. Melinda Howes, who is the CEO of the Institute of Actuaries and who has kindly joined us for this evening's event. Now to our graduates. I hope that this will be a very happy and memorable occasion for you all. You deserve to take pride, great pride in your graduation today. Completing a degree is never easy. You need an intelligent and inquiring mind. You need determination and perseverance. You need to make many sacrifices. But that hard work has paid off, and I congratulate each and every one of you on your achievements. Today, I also want to especially welcome those of you who are sitting behind our graduates as their invited guests, because you've all done well too. The very fact that you are here, the fact that you have been invited to share, by our graduates to share one of the greatest days of their lives, is proof positive that you've been an important influence. So, mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters, cousins, sons and daughters, grandmothers and grandfathers, friends, husbands and wives, partners, boyfriends and girlfriends, congratulations and thank you. Thank you for celebrating this great occasion with us. I have another important service for you to perform for our newest graduates. I want you to make sure that the degrees they receive today are never ever put in a bottom drawer, but are always proudly displayed in a position of prominence. In other words, if our graduates are too self-effacing to proclaim their success, we want you to do it for them. The ceremony that we're about to participate in is one of the world's oldest social rituals. For centuries, graduates have been donning robes just like the ones our graduates are wearing today, and participating in ceremonies just like this. Indeed, there are some 50 universities in the world that can trace their history back more than 500 years. Macquarie, by comparison, is relatively young at only 49 years of age. However, in those 49 years, we've come a long way. We now have more than 130,000 Macquarie graduates living in more than 140 countries. We've boosted postgraduate research programs and invested in high-performing academic and teaching staff for the benefit of our students. We are regarded as one of Australia's leading research universities and are currently extending our research as we are our course offerings and our facilities. We're a modern and outward-looking university, always trying to engage with the world around us. On your way here today, you may have seen our new Macquarie University Hospital, which is used by students and academics in our School of Advanced Medicine. You may also have seen our new library, which provides a 21st century learning and research environment. And our new hearing hub, which this afternoon was opened, and which will provide a world-leading institute dedicated to advances in hearing, speech and language science. So we're looking forward and we're on the move. However, some of the things that we value so much about Macquarie will not change. The friendliness of our staff and students that all our visitors notice and comment upon will continue, as will the beautiful park-like grounds that make this campus so enjoyable. We hope that all those things will stay in your memory and remind you of your links with Macquarie. Links we hope that you will maintain through our alumni network. Remember, you will always be welcome. We want Macquarie to always be a leader in teaching and learning and a leader in the accumulation of wisdom, knowledge and understanding. In other words, an ideal community of scholars. And in just a few minutes, it will be my very great honour to confer your degrees upon you and welcome you as lifelong members of that community of scholars we proudly call Macquarie University. Thank you.
Deputy Chancellor, I now call on Ms. Diana Ji Yin Chung, who is graduating today with a Bachelor of Applied Finance with the degree of Bachelor of Commerce Actuarial Studies, to speak on behalf of the graduating group. Ms. Chung.
Good evening, Deputy Chancellor, members of the university, fellow graduates, proud parents and supportive friends. It's an honour to be given the opportunity to speak tonight and an absolute pleasure to be sharing this moment with the class of 2012. Whether you're the first in the family to graduate from university or whether you come from a long lineage of academics, Tonight marks a celebration of your achievements, your hardships, and above all, your futures. It's very humbling to be on stage tonight, and the faculty took a big risk by putting an actuarial student behind a microphone. Let's face it, we rock at Excel spreadsheets, not public speaking. But I couldn't resist the offer to share my gratitude to this amazing campus and its people. I'm extremely proud to be part of this generation where your socio-economic background, your gender, your race cannot inhibit us from quality higher education. As I look back to almost 4 years ago, in this exact same assembly hall, I was this clueless yet extremely eager teenager, straight from high school, all girls high school no less, looking at all these various information booths and thinking to myself, what do I want to be in the future? At the time, the only concept I knew of finance came from two sources. The first, supply and demand curves, and we all know how realistic they are. And occasionally with my spare change, I would buy The Economist. Little did I realize the world, more specifically the financial world, was far more complex than I ever imagined. We can tell our children's children that we survived the period with record highs in the VIX. We witnessed banking collapses and worldwide systemic risk. But a wise man once said, behind every difficulty lies opportunity. For some of us, it's the opportunity to work in a multinational. For others, it's pursuing further education. Or some might even want to travel the world and go on volunteering projects. Whatever it is, after 4 or so years of university, we are more equipped and more confident than ever to pursue those opportunities. The problem with our generation is that we seek instant gratification. We want instant results. I mean, how many of us have cursed out our PC for being too slow? Well, I did at work this morning. Our career is like an exam at Macquarie. You can't expect to be top of the class without a little bit of a revision, a few study sessions with our friends, doing numerous past papers dating back to the 1980s, and of course, those sleepless nights right before the exam. And even with all of that, you still might get a PC or a fail. But as long as we've set those goals, your second or third attempt might be the successful one. I would know, I've been there. As I look around tonight, there's plenty of happy faces, surrounded by even happier families. I would like to take the opportunity, on behalf of the graduates, to thank the families who have supported us, nurtured us, and encouraged us through the thick and thin. To my family, especially my mother, who has shaped the woman I am today, thank you. To the faculty staff, especially the actuarial and the applied finance lecturers, you've offered more than just your knowledge, your time, and patience. Some of you have inspired us to pursue respective fields. Others have given us alternative paths. Needless to say, they've been instrumental in shaping our futures. And lastly, I want to congratulate the class of 2012. We did it. It's safe to say that in a few years' time, when I need superannuation or taxation advice, I've got more than a few numbers to call up. With that in mind, look to your left, look to your right, get to know your fellow graduates. Tonight is the only night where asking for their contact numbers is not deemed as creepy. No one will think you're the next Edward Liu. You just never know when you need that extra piece of advice down the track. Thank you and happy graduation.
Thank you, Danella. I think you've certainly dispelled the myth about actuaries and their ability to address and hold an audience. You did very well and spoke very eloquently on behalf of the graduating class. So thank you again. Let's give Danella another round of applause. As Deputy Chancellor at Macquarie University, I especially look forward to presiding at ceremonies such as today's and conferring degrees and diplomas on those who have complied with the university's requirements for such awards. Now, before I do so, I have to ask our Deputy Registrar to make sure he can certify that you're all eligible. That means you went to every class, you filled in every assignment, you sat every exam, you didn't miss any tutorials. You're all nodding? That means you've done it, is? Yeah, that's right. Oh, good. All right, excellent. So I'll now call on our Deputy Registrar to formally certify the eligibility for all of you present. Jonathan, thank you.
Deputy Chancellor, I certify that all the candidates who are being presented here today and those who are absent have satisfied the requirements of the Academic Senate for the degrees they are to be awarded. Would all candidates for admission to degrees please stand?
In the name of the Council and by my authority as Deputy Chancellor, I admit each of you present and those who are absent to the degrees for which you have qualified. Please join me in giving them a round of applause.
Please be seated. Deputy Chancellor, the graduates at this ceremony are from the Faculty of Business and Economics. This is the largest faculty at Macquarie and one of the largest in Australia. A broad range of programs in some of the most exciting and topical areas of business and economics are offered, which continue to be in high demand both domestically and internationally. Graduates have recorded starting salaries and employment levels well above the average for all Australian business schools. Research in the faculty is cutting edge, innovative, and feeds into teaching, giving students the best possible learning experience. This faculty includes research and study areas in accounting, actuarial studies, applied finance, economics, management, and marketing. Deputy Chancellor, I now call on Professor Mark Gabbett, Executive Dean of the Faculty of Business and Economics, to present the graduates. Professor Gabbett.
Deputy Chancellor, I present to you the graduates from the Faculty of Business and Economics whom you have admitted to degrees. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Actuarial Practice, Song Chen. Timothy Giles. Jia Jia. Hongfang Jing. Diana Yulia Papuk. Ran Sun. Ji Zheng. Zhongyang Zhang. I present the graduate admitted to the honours degree of Bachelor of Applied Finance with First Class Honours and the University Medal for Finance, Xin Shang. I present the graduate admitted to the honours degree of Bachelor of Commerce, Actuarial Studies with First Class Honours and the University Medal for Actuarial Studies, Jia Wei Song. I present graduates admitted to the honours degree of Bachelor of Commerce, Actuarial Studies with First Class Honours, Jinhui Zhang. Ye Zhao. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Actuarial Studies with the Bachelor of Science, Daniel Dominic Chialiero. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Applied Finance with the Bachelor of Actuarial Studies, Vaibhav Shankar Sharma. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Applied Finance with the Bachelor of Commerce Accounting, Mark Anthony Arena. Kim Ian Edwards. David Joseph Filippetto. Peter Giles. Peter Glezos. Chichie Han. Paul Gordon Heffernan. Philip Ho. Rohit Kamath. Jeffrey Karnayen. Stephen Benjamin Ruxton. Sean Saverimutu. Jonathan Setiabudi. Harmeet Singh. Shalini Singh. Wan Ting Sun. Stephen T. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Applied Finance with the Bachelor of Commerce Actuarial Studies. Marcus Burton. John Chun-on Chan. Martin Chow. Ili Chia. Danella Shiying Chen. Philip Chow. Andrew Kit Singh Ko. Anthony Vincent Locke. Jerome Vincent Fung. Angela Yan Poon. Monica Srira Mula. Bing Yuan Tan. Gordon Tan. Sivat Majan Tamatan. Nipune Pemodika Wijaratni. Suchini Rukshimua Wijisane. Stephen Williams. Stephanie Paywen Yap Aberdeen. Andy Fan Jung. Shu Wei Zhang. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Applied Finance with the Bachelor of Commerce Professional Accounting. Jasmeet Singh Dillon. Yang Xing Ho. Gabriela Nathania. Dewey Negroho Soesanto. Patrick Adi Pratama Rastan. Henry Lik Hang Wong. Han Zheng. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Applied Finance with the Bachelor of Economics. Yema Akbar. Louisa Chong Hyong An. Adam James Cramp. James Douglas Fleiter. Lee Chao Han. Laura Kate Hickey. Junchi Ma. Christopher David O'Malley. Raghushankar Sangara Pillai. Jeremy Smith. Matthew Turner. Mike Yoon. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce Accounting with the Bachelor of Commerce Actuarial Studies. Shi Chen. Jayashree Kularaja. Pei Xuen Lin. Shengwei Henry Liu. Dylan Tooch. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce, Actuarial Studies with the Bachelor of Economics. Jinqian Jason Tsai. Blake Collard. Hei Rin Lee. Wilson Leung. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce, Actuarial Studies with the Bachelor of Science. Ganatipan Vidura Aruneswaran. Danny Bishara, who has been awarded the Vice-Chancellor's Commendation for Academic Excellence. Sir Chen. Andrew Jung Won Kung. Jessica Xian Ozi. Andrew Pan Surija. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Actuarial Studies, Yongqin Chen, who has been awarded the Vice-Chancellor's Commendation for Academic Excellence. Yixing Fan. Scott French, who has been awarded the Vice-Chancellor's Commendation for Academic Excellence. Chan Yuan Ge. Hui Jun Han. Augustine Tania Istanto. Vidya Shalini Jogannathan. Chung Foon Kun. Brendan Kwok. Hui Jie Li. Jing Li. Sin Shan Ong, who has been awarded the Vice-Chancellor's Commendation for Academic Excellence. Chia-An Marcus O. Chung Hearn Ue. Wai Ken Pang. Sun Tek Tan. Nika Nindya Marietta Wiguna. Vun Bing Wong. Zhang Lik Yip. Shuya Zhang. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Applied Finance. Carmen Carman Chong. Ming Gong. Ming Shan Huang. Chun Mok Kip. Zhang Liang. Zhou Yuan Liang. Brian Da-Ching Lim. Chang Ni Liu. Mai Hu Yui. Tian Se Benjamin Ong. Xin Ren. Hugh Michael Richards. Pu Wei Shui. Kastaben Shivji Venkararya. T Nok Na Vo. Ai Luin Wang. Ruinqing Wang. Shuyang Wang. Subo Wang. Jesse Gordon Gregory Watts. Yifang Wei. Jing Wen. William Wijaya Kusuma. Andrian Winoto. Dan Wu. Jing Wu. Ling Ling Wu. Ying Wu. Dawei Xia. Li Xia. Xiao Xiao. Ray Xie. Yiling Xie. Lulu Xing. Ying Ying Xing. Hong Shu. Yang Shu. Yi Shu. Daniel Yap Li Shen. Guangzhe Ye. Hei Yung. Chunshi Yu. Se Yuan Yu. Steffi Poyan Yu. Ye Yuan. Yue Yuan. Li Yue. Jingyi Zheng. Ling Ying Kelly Zheng. Ming Zheng. Nan Zheng. Ting Zheng. Zhe Zheng. Piao Yi Zheng. Hua Yu Zhou. Yan Xin Zhou. Yi Zhou. Yifan Zhou. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce, Actuarial Studies, Tony Chung Gu Lee. Chengjiang Mai. Yu Su. Jie Wei. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce, Professional Accounting, Ying Chen. Fang Ding. Yi Gong Fu. Ya Chi Li. Yin Wei Lin. Zhe Lin. Junling Liu. Ziwei Lu. Chen Hui Ma. Pei Lie Chu. Ru Yu Sha. Hang Wang. Se Wang. Tianyi Wang. Yubo Zhao. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce, Yongzhe Tu. Deputy Chancellor, that completes this evening's presentation of the graduates from the Faculty of Business and Economics.
reasons I love presiding at graduations is not only because I get to see all of your lovely smiling faces, but I also get to hear Angela Brewer. Please join me in again thanking her for that superb leadership. Please also join me in thanking our musicians, organist Dr. James Forsyth, and on the Chinese flute, Mr. Chai Chang-ning. I would also like to take this opportunity to acknowledge and thank the representatives of our alumni community who come to every one of these graduations and help us celebrate these important occasions. So please join me in thanking the representatives of our alumni community who are here tonight. Now it is my great pleasure to introduce our occasional speaker, Ms. Melinda Howes. Melinda is the CEO of the Institute of Actuaries of Australia, the sole professional body for actuaries in Australia. She has more than 20 years' experience in the financial services industry. Most has been spent in superannuation. Her diverse experience has included an appointment as Director of Policy and Industry Practice at the Association of Superannuation Funds of Australia, as well as positions in actuarial consulting, BT and Prudential. I'm pleased to say that Melinda is an alumni of Macquarie University, having completed a Bachelor of Economics in Actuarial Studies, and it's always a great pleasure to have one of our own return to us. So, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Mr. Melinda Howes. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, I've got it. Okay, I hate standing behind a lectern, so I'm going to stand out here. Deputy Chancellor, members of the faculty, staff, distinguished guests, graduates, and of course your family and friends. Thank you very much for the invitation to speak tonight at this important occasion. I remember just a few years ago, back in 1989 I think it was, when I walked across this stage and graduated with my degree, the feeling of pride and achievement that I had tonight. So I hope you're also feeling that. Enjoy it, you've certainly earned it. It's such a pleasure to see such a talented group of people graduate here tonight. You are the business leaders of tomorrow, and possibly the leaders in other fields as well besides business. I recently organised a reunion of my cohort, as we actuaries like to call it, my class that finished actuarial studies here in 1988. And it was really interesting to catch up with all of them, and for those I hadn't been in touch with, to see what they were up to these days. And as you'd expect, there were a number of them who had actuarial roles. There were a number who had other senior roles in financial services. But what was really interesting was that there was a range of other professions as well, and three of the more interesting, or four of the more interesting. We had a research ecologist, we had a funeral director, a landscape gardener, and a sex therapist. So you never quite know where your qualification's going to take you. But one thing's for sure, and you may not want to hear this, but your journey of learning doesn't stop tonight. It's really just the beginning, in a way, of the next part of your journey. So let me explain what I mean by that. When I graduated and I started work, I remember my very first day on the job, I walked into this life insurance company and I was thinking, look, I've done 3 years of really hard study, I've passed all these tough exams, surely they're going to give me some really interesting, high-level, fascinating work to do. And they said, hi Melinda, welcome, here's your desk, sit down, and this is dating me a bit. They said, here's a big pile of computer printouts, we want you to check column 6 matches this valuation register over here. So that was my job on the first day. I spent my day ticking off figures. And I was devastated, and I got home that night. I was still living with Mum and Dad at that stage, and Dad said, so how was your day? And I told him what I'd been given to do. And he looked at me, and I'll never forget this. He said, Melinda, you may have just finished uni, but you've got to realise that in the real world, you know nothing. And he was right. I actually had a long way to go. I had an awful lot to learn. So what you have now is very valuable. You have a valuable qualification, and it's a bit like, I guess, the foundation of a house. It's really important because it's going to hold up everything else that follows. But it's not really that noticeable when you look at it from above ground. What you'll do once you start work, and I know some of you have already started work, you'll be starting to build the walls and then eventually the roof of that house. So what do I mean by that? You've gained some important skills and knowledge already. Perhaps some technical expertise, perhaps the beginnings of some commercial skills. You're intelligent. You've shown that you're hard workers. So that's the foundation. Next, you'll need to start work on the walls of the house, which I think are things like communication, negotiation and persuasion skills. The courage to speak up and state your view. The ability to work in a team environment. Good judgment. And eventually, over time, strong commercial acumen. Recently, we've developed a capability framework for the actuarial profession. And it's clear from that framework that to be a successful actuary, contrary to what most people might think, it's not all about the technical skills. Although technical expertise is important, key to performing any technical role well are capabilities around communication, negotiation, judgment, stakeholder engagement. And so those soft skills are really important no matter what role you end up doing. Lastly, I think that the roof of the house for any professional has two components, and both of those actually featured in that capability framework that we've produced. And they are firstly strategic skills, and secondly leadership skills. And whether that means self-leadership, people leadership, or thought leadership, which is probably the highest form of leadership skills in my opinion. So developing all of those skills and building your house takes time. These aren't things you've learnt at uni, although your uni learning is the foundation for building those skills. You'll actually learn them on the job. If you're fortunate and you find a good mentor, you may learn them more quickly. In my career, I've been lucky enough to gain broad experience, and I've had some fantastic mentors. I worked in life insurance, then I've worked in superannuation, then for 11 years I worked in a large financial services company which gave me the opportunity to move around within that business. And I gained exposure to product development, education, sales. I worked on cross-functional projects that gave me exposure to the administration, IT, the legal area. So I got a lot of insight from that moving around into the business and how it worked. That culminated in a line management role where I was responsible for the profitability of a set of products. And that sort of experience is gold if you can get that sort of line management experience where you've actually got a profit line to look after. And since then, as has been mentioned, I broadened that experience. I've worked in consulting, public policy. And so that sort of over time gave me all the elements I needed to do a more general management role such as what I'm doing now, albeit for a small organisation. I also do a bit of board work now, including being on the advisory board for this faculty. So here are my tips, I guess, looking back over 25 years or so, it's crazy that it's been that long, of my career on how to build your house. My first tip would be to be curious about your organisation or the business that you're working in. Find out what makes it tick, what drives its profitability, where its risks lie. Research your competitors. Read the financial press or the press that's relevant to the area where you're working. Find out what's happening in your industry. Get a mentor. It doesn't have to be someone within your company. Volunteer for projects that get you broader exposure in other parts of the business. Take risks with your career. Now, I know all the actuaries in the room have been trained about how to avoid risk in your course. You've got to take risks with your career. Make a move that broadens your experience, even if it might mean a sideways or even slightly backward step to get that broader experience, because in the long run that will pay off. And talk to people. Understand what other parts of the business do. Build a network of contacts within all parts of the company. Now, on that last point about networking, there is nothing as valuable as you get further on in your career than a strong network. You get to a certain point where everyone's capable, everyone can do well, the network becomes really important. So graduates, I want you to look at the people next to you, the people in front of you, the people behind you. As I said at the start, you and your cohort of graduates are tomorrow's leaders. And as Danella mentioned earlier, this is going to be a really important network for you. In future, everybody here is likely to have a senior role somewhere in business. And Macquarie has an alumni organisation that's been mentioned that can help you stay in touch. So even if when you looked around just then you didn't particularly like the people that you're sitting near, stay in touch with them anyway, because it'll be really good for your career. And you never know when you might need a landscape gardener or a sex therapist. So, thank you very much.
Thank you, Melinda, for those important building tips and also for sharing with us where your foundations have taken you. Please join me in again thanking Melinda Huff. Graduates, this ceremony marks a change in your relationship with Macquarie, but it's certainly not the end of your association with us. For the rest of your lives, you are part of the larger Macquarie family, our alumni body, as Melinda said, and part of our network of more than 130,000 Macquarie graduates across the globe. We will keep in touch with you through our Alumni Relations Office and hope you will come back here to attend alumni functions, to undertake more study, or simply to visit this beautiful campus. We know you'll miss it. Graduates, the award of a university degree carries many opportunities and privileges, but like all privileges, it also carries responsibilities. I urge you to commit yourselves to a program of lifelong learning and inquiry, to set ambitious goals for yourselves and to continue the hard work that has already brought you so far. I challenge you to exercise sound judgment and initiative and to always be generous in offering practical advice and wisdom to those you meet on life's journey. My hope is that as Macquarie graduates, you will use what you have learned not only for your own benefit, but also for the betterment of the community. And in all you do, I charge you to uphold the good name of Macquarie University. I hope that you will also always remember the people who have helped you along the way, many of whom are here with you today. So to acknowledge their contribution and thank them for it, I'm going to ask you to do a few things. First, I'd like all our new graduates to please stand up. Now, I want you to place your testamers on your seats, turn around and face your family and friends and give them a hearty round of applause. You can turn around now, but don't sit down. Here on the dais are representatives of our academic staff who have supported you through your journey at Macquarie. Please join me in thanking them. The official party will soon leave the courtyard, followed by our graduates. Guests, please stand and remain standing until the last of our graduates has processed out. And please join us at the University Court for light refreshments. Now, wishing you the best for your futures, I'll conclude with the words of an old Irish blessing. May the road rise up to meet you, may the wind always be at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face and rain fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. Thank you.